Now then YouTube, I'm the Toff Man, and welcome back to some more Heavens of Sorcery. I haven't done anything with the island as of yet, and it's taken a little while for the last episode to go out. I do apologise for that. I've been very busy actually with the family stuff. We've had family gatherings and bits and bobs going on, and I haven't unfortunately had time to sit down and edit the time lapse just yet. But that will be done, and it will be out today. So if you're watching this episode, then I've already done the other one, so it should be out by now. It definitely should be out by now. So here we are. We're in part number 9 today. Now, really quickly at the start of this episode, I'm going to go through a couple of the comments that I've seen in the couple of previous episodes with regards to the teleporting around and, you know, we're using the journey map. And just to clarify a few things along with you guys. So first and foremost, you know, it seems that generally there is support for using journey map to sort of travel around, you know, and saying that, you know, when you get there, you place a waypoint. And as Buckwheat rightly says, I think there is a way of creating a waypoint that you haven't actually been to yet and using that teleport function. I, in no means, am ever going to do that. Like, if I put a waypoint, I have physically travelled there. That is what I want to do. Yes, it does. I believe it is slightly cheaty. I don't think it's too cheaty. I mean, it all depends. If I'm getting slapped by a zombie and I'm going to die, for instance, and then I teleport away, definitely cheating. And I'm not going to do that. You know, if I'm in a fight, I'm in a fight. If I'm in a safe place and I'm just trying to get back to a portal, or I'm trying to get to a dungeon that I've already found, or something like that, you know, instead of walking 1,000 blocks, instead of walking 500 blocks, just for the ease of YouTube and the ease of recording and time and all that sort of stuff, I think it's just easier to use the teleport function. And generally, you guys have been okay with that. So thank you very much. You know, I will endeavour, if I ever use it in a cheaty way that you think, then please do let me know, and I will consider that and possibly not do such a thing. And Buckwheat had another really good point on that one, that travelling down into the mist, you actually take damage as you're travelling down to the basin of that mist. So if I, for instance, had a waypoint at the top of the cliffs, and then I had a staircase that physically went down, I would take the amount of damage as what anybody would take if they're going down into the mist. Whereas what I've got at the moment is I've currently got a waypoint at the bottom in with the mist, so I can get in there, I can spend as much time as I like down there until I'm nearly dead, and then just teleport myself out. I do agree with that. I think that is slightly cheaty, and I will look to do something different in the future when it comes to that. So the biggest comment of it all was from where is it here? Paula Rule, you absolute legend. Can't you mine magma blocks in the Nether? Enjoying this series very much. I don't think using waypoints is wrong. Thank you very much, Paula. That is going to change. I mean, that's the first thing we're going to do this episode. We're going to go straight into the Nether. We're going to get those magma blocks, and we should have enough to be able to complete that quest then. Another one from Kanajan, who's done many comments and packed, I mean literally packed full of information that I am a goldfish. I mean, literally, when you look at my skin here, Vazkir put a goldfish on top of my head because I cannot remember anything longer than 7 seconds, guys. It is an actual truth here. So, Kanajan, if I don't use some of your things, it's not because I don't want to, it's that I've forgotten it. So please do keep that in mind. But there's a lot of suggestions here. One of the main ones, stone tree berries are farmable. Although I did try to eat one and I couldn't for whatever reason. Maybe it was because I was full of food and I can't eat them at the moment. But I will test that again in the future there. But they can be found in the taiga in the Misty World, and also. Saying that Discord says that the flower that eats leaves, now this is a Britannia thing, is extremely useful in this pack because of dynamic trees. Now dynamic trees, if you watch dynamic trees and just keep watching them, it grows leaves. Like, it literally just grows leaves on these trees. So getting one of those, I can't remember what they're called now, but the flower that eats the leaves, if you get one of them with a few of these planted around, guys, you'll be absolutely laughing when it comes to mana. And I think that's definitely something that I will test out a little bit later on. I do want to, like I said, oh my god, there's another tree growing, guys, that I didn't want there. How dare you? I do want to, I've tried putting the replay mod in with this pack, but something doesn't like it. So it just doesn't work with this pack. And I wanted to do like a time lapse of building, but I think what I'll do is I'll I'll maybe do a building on stream, probably, of, you know, expanding the island, making it look a lot better. Or I'll just do it in between episodes, guys. Let me know what you think. Would you come along to a live stream to see me expand and make this island look a little bit better? Or would you prefer just doing it in between episodes and then coming back with a fresh island? Also, sugar works for mana powder, and it's a cheap way of getting that. So, she says, sorry for the huge posts. Hope it helps. Honestly, absolutely great. Absolutely great. Keep them coming, but I do apologise if I forget half of the stuff. Glitch Reaper says that the legacy version of the Aether, so there's all the Gravitite armor and stuff like that that allows higher jumps and stuff like that, so that will be interesting if I can get into there. It's the dungeons and defeating bosses, which I don't think we're at a position to just yet. I would like full diamond armor and quite a few enchantments on my armor before I start trying to do anything like that in the Aether. I think that will definitely be better. Also, we need fireworks to be able to get up to some of those dungeons as well. Right, well, that being said, the first thing we're going to do in today's episode is cut down this goddamn tree. We don't want you there. That's not where you're meant to grow. We're going to do a full-on area, a forest area somewhere at some point. But today is not the day that we are going to do that. What are we on? 86 pieces of wood, guys. 86 pieces. My goodness gracious me, that's going to be fantastic. Right, first thing we're going to do in today's episode is pop down into the Nether and try and find some magma blocks. I think it's time. Oh. Have we got the sword? Yes, we do. Good. Right, let's go. I think that a possibility, I've just thought of this, guys, while I've been coming back here for some stuff here. I think a good possibility of something as a compromise to the journey map thing is to, if we have a physical trail from one place to another, then we can use that the function of teleporting around with that. I think possibly, and I'll go through that in just a second as to why I've said that. Because over here, we've got to get to it first. But over here, hopefully those guys have not raggled on me anymore. I don't want to be slapped by those guys anymore. Over this hill and far away over here is I've seen the bottom floor. The floor with some netherrack, and what we need down there, of course, is the magma cubes, magma blocks, and I've seen them. They're there. Now, I could do what many other people would possibly do, get an elytra on, and then fly down there, mine some of that, and then just teleport back. But we can't physically get back up from here if we were to use that. So I think a good compromise would be to have a physical pathway, as if we were going to walk down there ourselves. If we have a physical pathway to get back up and back to the portal, then I think then we can use that travel function because literally all we're doing is is just saving time. Now, if there's a ghast flying around, or if there's anything that's raggled on me or anything like that, then of course I'll stay there, fight whatever it is first, or physically travel, like actually go there physically. I think that's a good compromise to how we use the teleport function. So let's try this, guys, because of course I've got to get there first, and this is a massive area, and we could end up in serious issues here. And thank God for the quark thing that you can just place blocks under the other ones, because that is, oh, it's an absolute godsend at this moment in time. If we hear a ghast, we're out of here, guys. We're just out of here. And here we go. We've reached the bottom floor now. We can be able to get some of this stuff. Look, bone blocks and stuff. Not that we need bone blocks, actually, because we've got quite a lot of bone fragments at home that we can use for bone meal and stuff. So that's not something that we desperately need at this moment in time. But this is definitely something that we want. So just a little bit longer. And now we have a physical pathway right back to the portal. So I have no qualms about using the teleport function back. It's just going to save some time for us. Now, just as a quick thing here, do magma blocks... I know magma blocks hurt you when you touch them, which is fine. But do they get rid of items? No, they don't. Okay, I was hoping that we may be able to get like a bin or something like that. That we can just chuck stuff in. But I suppose lava is good, but I just don't like using lava. Not on a sky block, at least. Right, all's being said, we can obviously get to other islands and stuff like that that are floating around if we need to in the future. But I think 39 blocks of magma is going to be okay for just now. We can go ahead and use that teleport function. I'm in absolutely no distress here, and we could just go back. And it's just much quicker. Like, maybe we would have used more food, but this seems okay to me. A good compromise. I don't understand. I've got some peanuts here, but I've got another peanut with a question mark next to it. What even is that? I've never seen that in my life. It just doesn't stack. Oh, I have no idea. Let me know, guys. If you know what this little question mark is, please do let me know, because I haven't got any idea. Not the foggiest. Alright, here we go then, guys. This is it. Magma block, iron dust, a Britannia powder, the mana powder, and we should have... Yep, well, that was quick. We got 3 golden nuggets for that. We got actually 10 copper ingots, 10 lead ingots, and that's an extra one that I've made there. So we've got a little bit of extra ingots there, which is okay. We might want to make some more of the mana powder. We certainly will probably want to make a lot more copper and lead. I think that's going to be used more in Embers. Like, you can see that it's actually added by Embers, so I think it's going to be used more in Embers when we get to that. But obviously, we're not at that point just yet. So that is that quest done. Now, the good thing is it's actually unlocked another quest, which is great. Welling Up is also there. So let's have a look at the new quest. So boring. In times long past, the deep mountain folk, unskilled in magics, powered by their own bodies, devised ways to use metallic materials to harness the raw energy of the molten core of the world. Though our world is gone and lacks any sort of core now, we should be able to utilise the core of the misty world instead. The difficulty lies in how much deeper you'll need to go to access the core. The rocky depths of the misty world have much sturdier stone. Don't I know about it? Comparable only to obsidian. You will, however, need to delve deep enough to find bedrock, which we already have when we go doing the rock crystals. We've found some bedrock. Once you've reached bedrock, you'll need to place and fuel an Ember Bar to start producing Ember shards. Okay. Now, I've never used Ember. I've seen Ember being used, so I'm familiar with some of its processes, but honestly, they've probably all gone out of my head by now anyway. So we need to get an Ember Bar and we need to get an Ember Shard. Now, the Ember Bar is set up like this. This is a multi-block structure. So example setup, use mechanical core for simultaneous input of fuel and output of Ember Shards. And you can see here, this is how we make the Ember Bar. This is how we make the mechanical core, which is doable. We've got a lead plate there, we've got some copper and some niobium there, and a mechanical core to be able to actually use the Ember Bar in the first place. And then we make lead plate like that, which is quite obvious. Tinker's hammer we can make with lead and niobium and living wood twigs. Interesting. Kammonite bricks, I think we can use that with the kammonite, the actual kammonite brick itself. And how do we get the kammonite? Oh, it's a blend, and then we cook the kammonite brick blend up. And then, of course, we can make plates with that as well. So clay, rocks from the Misty World, and sand, any sort of sand by the looks of it, can go ahead and make kammonite blend. So we've got lots of this stuff. We can go ahead and craft quite a lot of this. And I think there's the item extractor. There's an item pipe there. It doesn't show exactly how to build it, which is a shame. Like, I could see there. You've got the mechanical builder on the top there, and I'm pretty sure the Ember Bar is underneath that. Now, it's surrounded by these blocks here, and I don't know what those blocks are. Are they kammonite bricks, maybe? I honestly have no idea. But let's get everything together and get this quest done. This is the first thing that we're going to need, and that is the Tinker's Hammer. So that is that bit done. I think we can then put that with a piece of lead, is it correct? In here? Well, let's have a quick look at the book again. Oh, it's 2 lead. Okay, it's just a normal, simple recipe like it always is. So we put that in. Is it shapeless? Yes, it is. That's good. So then we've got the lead plate done for us then. We need the Ember Bar recipe up. Now we're also going to need the mechanical core recipe because that's the one that we want. Now it's celestial crystals, or you can use rock crystals as well. I've got the worst rock crystal in existence here with a 30% purity and an 18 size. So we're going to go ahead and use the absolute crap one for that one. Put the lead in there, get the cobblestone together. And is it actual stone? Oh, it's actual stone. Okay, do we have some? No, we don't. Okay, well, I'll have to go ahead and make some of that. Okay, I've just tried this. 4 iron ingots. Oh, it's a luminous crafting table recipe. Okay, that makes more sense. Hopefully we can do this before the sun comes up then. Stick that there. Oh my goodness. I've just put the foggy stone back away. It was porous foggy stone that came out of it. But hopefully we can get in there before this. Is that going to work? Is that doing it? Oh, we need the resonating wand. There we go. That should. I can see nothing that it can't craft it for some reason. Beautiful. Exactly what we need. Mechanical core. Now, that on top of this stuff in here, the Kammonite bricks, is exactly what we're going to need. But it's going to take a little while to get all the Kammonite bricks that we actually need here. It's interesting. The Ember Bar there, it actually requires a full starlight table here. And obviously we're going to have to wait until night time again. But I don't think this ever actually gets properly full. So we're going to have to go into here and start doing the welling up thing. So though the connection between mana and starlight is weak, insetting a rune of air into a basin of marble with some aquamarine and rock crystal is enough to cause it to actively focus starlight through what is placed in it, transforming the essence of that item into a liquid. This serves two valuable purposes. Firstly, aquamarine and rock crystals can melt into liquid starlight, which will be needed going forward. Furthermore, many of the liquid production processes you've done now can be performed more effectively with a light well. So we need to make a light well. Now the only thing with this is we've got everything else to be able to make it here apart from the rune of air. And to get the rune of air, we're going to need a mana powder, a mana steel ingot, a cold air cloud, which we don't have, and some skyroot leaves, which are pretty much easy to get from the ether thing, and a feather. Now I don't know if I've even got any feathers anywhere. I do not have any feathers. We need a way of being able to get a chicken or of getting a feather. Now, do we have a way of crafting it? Or maybe summoning one in? So we've got mob drop here. Parrots do it, chickens do it, quite obviously. But it doesn't seem... Can we summon a chicken? Is this possible? Spawn chicken? Yes, we can. A spirit of birthing, a feather... Oh, well, we can't do that then. We literally cannot do that. So... That's a shame that. Actually, can we get eggs? Is there a way? No, that's the pet shop owner from the village trades there. We can give an emerald for an egg. But I just want a normal egg. Or a way of getting eggs. But it doesn't seem that that is the case. Let's have a look. There must be something in the aether that drops feathers. Let's have a quick look through the thing there. Because it did say mob drops. Now, parrots are the only thing. Parrots and chickens are the only thing that drop feathers. So, unless there's parrots in the aether or the misty world, I can't see how we're going to get a feather. Like, there's no other anything else that drops it. So, honestly, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, first and foremost, then, let's go ahead and try and find ourselves some cold air cloud. Now, it might be that we literally get some as soon as we walk in. I haven't really looked around the island per se. I think it's more going to be in the sky here. Oh, I forgot to get myself some shears. Hang on a second. There we go. Plenty of skyroot leaves. We've also got a skyroot sapling, I think, so we can go ahead and get some of this stuff. Now, I've spied with my beadyless eye that we've got some form of aether cloud over there. Oh, that reminds me as well, guys. The only thing, when I was saying earlier on about the good compromise, that's not the Nether. The Aether, should I say. That's only for the Nether, the Overworld, all that sort of stuff. But the Aether is just so far away from anything else. And when you spawn on an island, like, trying to block over to there would be absolutely mental. And there's literally no need at all. So... yeah, that one we can go ahead and sort of and teleport across. I have no... Ooh. Oh my lord. Guys, I don't think we want to be tangling with whatever the heck that is. Not at least without some form of ranged weapon as well. I know we've got a pick around, but that's not the best. Now, is that cold air cloud? I don't know. We have got the Elytra on us at this moment in time, so let's see if we can... I missed a cloud, but that's okay. Are they clouds? Can we land on these clouds as well? No, we can't land on those clouds. Now, we're a bit too low for everything now, but that's what happens. If you do go into the bottom of the aether, you literally just spawn over here. Now, luckily for me, I have gone and done one at home. Wow. Okay, we got a little bit of damage from that, I suppose. But, let me try and get to one of those things. One of those clouds. What does it look like? Cold It is one of those. Okay, we can do this. If my Elytra goes off the first time this time, we can do this. I've got full faith in myself, guys. Right, that's one there, isn't it? Whoa! No. Ah! How do we stop? Like that. Oh! Oh, that was close. Oh, it despawned. We didn't even get it, guys. After all that hard work. After all that hard work. There is some there, though, actually. That doesn't look too hard to get to. Let's try and get that. Ah, we're here. I got some. What do we need to harvest this with? Is it a shovel? Yes. Whoa! It's that thing that did it to me. Okay, come down here and think you're hard enough. Oh, this is a big one, guys. I haven't seen this one. Now, I do believe, actually, with this one, it's... as I think Kanajan was actually saying about this. If we have a look at this one, if we dig down, we've actually got ourselves a floating crystal here. Now, this will be a lot easier to be able to do our crafting with. This will actually be a lot easier. So I don't think we need all of that stuff that we've just tried to get with this thing here, if we've got this available to us. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to leave these things in here for the moment, but I am going to go ahead and drop down a waypoint. Now, this waypoint is going to say Starlight Crystal. Is that, have I spelled it right? No, I knew I hadn't spelled it right. Somewhere along the line, I got somewhere the wrong way around. Starlight Crystal, good stuff. And yeah, we've got now a place in here. Let's go back home really quickly to find ourselves the crafted thing, so we can bring it back into here and start doing our crafting in here. I think Kanajan was saying something very similar to that, or somebody was. Thank you very much for those comments, guys. I did remember that one for a change, so that's nice. Right, here we are. We are in the crystal chamber, shall we say. Now, I think we can just put that there. Can we put it directly there? Yes, we can. Lovely. And I think, does that fill up with starlight? Or do we need the well first? We may need the well to actually be able to do it like this. So I think it's this way around. Then you've got the 2 bricks on the 2 bricks there, I think, and then that there. Is that the right way around for the Ember Bar? Yeah, the 2 Camonite brick stairs, 2 Camonite bricks, mechanical core in the centre, the copper ingot. Everything is there, though we're getting absolutely no starlight here. Maybe it needs... Ooh. Maybe it needs to see the sky. Is it going to... Oh my god, my bread! No, it's got all soggy. I've got soggy bread, guys. Oh, here we go. We've managed to do it, so let me grab the resonating wand out. Can I please make it? Oh, I don't know. Maybe there was a tiny little bit there that needed to fill up a little bit more. But it worked in the end. The resonating wand finally did its stuff. And there we go. The Ember Bar has been achieved. That is definitely one of the things that we needed. Let's go back. And I think the other one was the actual Ember Shard itself. Now, it's surrounded by these things, and I don't know for the life in me what those things are. Let me have a look at Embers really quickly. Now, what block is that? It looks like one of these. No, it's not one of them. I'm looking at the blocks that are there. Now, it looks very similar to one of those. It might just be Camonite bricks placed together. I mean, let's go home anyway. No, they're definitely Camonite bricks. They do absolutely nothing else for that. So I'm looking at the different blocks that we've got available to us here to be able to put round that thing. And I honestly don't know which one it is. I may have to actually look this one up. Right, I think I've got this, guys. Apparently this one actually changes it into this massive thing. I've also made another mechanical core here. It says use a mechanical core to manage input and output. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. So if we go back to the portal and then go over into the Misty World, I wonder if you can put a Misty World portal in the Aether. It might be interesting, especially with Embers, if we're going to have to create some stuff. To have a Misty portal in the Aether straight from the Starlight place. I don't know if that's possible, but who knows? Who knows? Now, it's over there. The general thing is like mist rock crystal. Here it is. And here we go. We've got all the bedrock around us here. And we just need to get through this. So I think we need to place down our thing there and grab out our diamond pickaxe for this one. And we just need to get rid of all this hard foggy stone out of the way. Right, let's see if this is the last foggy stone that we have to remove here. So I want to place it there. That's the mechanical core, you clown. I wondered why it didn't do anything. There we go. Okay, there is a centre block as well, and we just plop that on the top there. And I think, I'm not entirely sure if this is correct or not. Let me have a quick look at this. It says, of course, with this one, example setup, use mechanical core for simultaneous input and output of fuel. So we need to put fuel in it. It looks like it's coal, and then we get embers, ember shards out of it. We've also got pipes that we can make here, and of course it shows us how to make these pipes and to make the item extractors as well. So why don't we go ahead, make some pipes, make some extractors, make some chests, and we'll come back. Now, where did I actually put the quest marker for this? I'm not sure where I put it, so I'm going to get rid of this little bit of foggy stone here, put another marker down right next to this bar, and come back here later. I'm not sure it works like. I think if we put that there, it'll actually start trying to extract items out of this mechanical core. Maybe, I don't know. We're going to go ahead and put that there anyway, the item extractor here. Now I'm actually going to put the charcoal in there. I don't think it's going to do anything yet. I think we need to put this on here. Whoops, I don't need two of them. Just the one. And I think, there we go. Makes an absolute racket, but it works nonetheless. And I think if we put an item extractor on the side here, it will work like, hopefully, we expect it to. And it will take items out of the mechanical crafter, the mechanical whatever the heck it is in the middle there, and into a chest that's going to be on this side as well. As soon as I get rid of this little hard bit of foggy stone here, we should be able to get in there and grab it. So you can't interact directly with this, it seems. So that on there, please. And a chest just there. Maybe. I think it's trying to take from this first. We don't want that to happen. I don't know what it's doing there. Let me get rid of this. See if another bit of pipe will help. Ah, there we go. I think it started to come out. We'll keep an eye on this for just a second. Make sure the numbers are going up. It seemed... Yeah, there we go. We got a biggie. We've got a big guy as well. In the background, we did have that quest complete. No, we didn't. Did we? I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, that's so boring. We got another 30 Ember Shards for that one. So, yes, we did have that quest complete. That will go ahead and do its business in the background here. Now, I don't know if this is chunk loaded or classed as chunk loaded, or if it chunk loads itself. I honestly do not know. But we do have... Let's get out of here first. And let's go back home, because we've got some other quests to have a look at, and I don't want to have a look at them whilst I'm right down there in the mist, getting all of the durability off my filter coal right there. So let's go and take a look at and see what else we have available to us. So we've got the flowering and we've got activation. Now this is more Embers stuff right here. We've also got the welling up as well, which we need to do. It's just getting that, getting the feather. I think that's going to be the hardest part for us there. So let's take a look at these other two. While mystical mushrooms are sufficient for the purpose of dealing with mana, they're not renewable. If you upgrade your ironwood wand using your new ember shards, it can channel some of the magics from the core to transform the mystical mushrooms back into mystical flowers. All colours count for this task. That is interesting. To get an enhanced ironwood wand there and then change them back into flowers, because of course we can always plant the flowers and then we can floral fertilise those flowers up to make multiples of the same sort of type there. So converts mystical mushrooms into two equivalent flower. Plant petals, then use bone meal to grow them for infinite renewable petals. Of course. Of course. We should be able to do that then. Have we got any mushroom? We do. We've got a red mushroom available to us. Let's have a look at how we make this enhanced ironwood wand here. So we need a simple ironwood wand, a living wood twig, ember shard, a nacre pearl, and a sapphire. Should be easy enough to be able to get together, guys. Now it is a summoning recipe, is this one. So there we got the ironwood wand, we've got the living wood twig, we've got the nacre pearl, an ember shard, and the sapphire. Come on, give me my new wand. Nice, lovely chubbly. So do we put that in a crafting table with that one? No, we don't. Do we put it on the floor? Ooh. Inventory desync. What do we do with this? How on earth do we actually... Oops, I wasn't meant to do that. The flowering. How do we actually make this do it then? So it says mystical flowers, upgrade the wand. We've done that. Converts mystical plant, then use bone meal. So what do? Do we plant it on the floor? And then use it? There we go, guys. Okay, we do. We plant it on the floor, and then we use it. So we've got the mystical red petals. I'm going to go ahead and plant those two mystical red petals, because of course we do want to make this, to grow this. So we'll plant them both on here. Now it said use bone meal. I'm pretty sure it was floral fertilizer. I'm pretty sure it is. But just to test this, we are going to use bone meal, because if it is bone meal, then... Oh, okay. Bone meal it is. I thought it was floral fertilizer that was going to do it for us, but nope, it is in fact bone meal that does it. It's been a long time since I played Britannia, so it might have been this all the time. So, oh, I think we was meant to shear that. Oh, come on. Oh dear me. Now we are going to have a farm of these things, because I want to be able to do. So we don't need the jaded amaranthus, as somebody quite rightly pointed out in the last episode. We don't need the jaded amaranthus. So I think what we'll do is we'll have it sort of going round the edge for the moment until we've got a way of being able to do this properly. Now let me get rid of you, because I can always move you to a different place, or like over here, for instance. And we'll start planting some stuff. So yellow is going to go there. I'll keep another yellow one to spare. And we'll put grey next to it. I mean, why the heck not? And then we'll bone meal them up. And this time, I won't mess around and get this wrong. We'll get the shears. I think we shear the top to be able to get them, do we not? It's a tall flower. We get 4 points, 4 things from that one. And there, we'll give this another try, and we'll do it on the bottom this time, just to make sure that I am right in what I say. So pop that up, and then we'll do the bottom this time, and I think it does exactly the same. Yeah, it does. Tall plants, brilliant. So as long as we've always got one of these petals lying around, we can always get more of the same type. So for the next 5 minutes, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and get as many of these different flowers as physically possible. And we need a chest over there, actually, to be able to do this. And I think there's 16 in total, because there's 16 colours. I could be wrong again, but I think I'm pretty sure that there is. And I think, do you know what? We're going to use this little shulker box right here. I'm going to shove all the rest in a different shulker box somewhere. This one, because this is the one I use. And I'll come back when I've got everything done. Oh, it's a green one. And along with the pink petals that I've just picked up, now that is every single type of petal that is available. And it's all sorted in colour order as from JEI. So you've got white at the beginning, black at the end, and it goes all the way through there. So the pink goes after the lime, as you can see, and we've got every single type of petal available to us. I think we're going to go ahead and split that bone meal in there and leave some floral fertilizer if we so need it. But other than that, I think we've got every single type of Britannia petal there, which will be useful for later on when it comes to doing a load of the flowers and stuff like that. At least we've got everything now. Right, should we try these stone tree berries? They do in fact work. They poison us. They lessen the little death sign there, but they do poison us along with that. So it might be worth going and grabbing a stone tree sapling at some point if we can manage to find one. Of course, they are quite rare apparently, so maybe we might not be able to. Right, with that being said, I accidentally opened the activation earlier on, so let's have a quick look at this one. While Ember Shards are the key to magics of the core, alone they do very little. To get more out of them, you'll need to use an activator to convert them into raw Ember energy. Yes, this is a different sort of magic mod, which is something, like I said, I've never played, so this will be interesting to get into. Right, so we need to make an Ember activator. We get given a load of Ember Shards, Ember Receptors, and Ember Emitters. Now, this is something I do believe that we can just make in the overworld. We don't have to make this in the Misty World if we don't want to, which is good. We just use that to go ahead and collect the Ember Shards. But we need a molten core. We need 2 iron plates. We need a lot of copper ingots, which hopefully we've got enough of to be able to make this Ember activator. Now, we need 2 big Ember crystals. We need 2 Ember Shards. Any container with lava, so a bucket of lava basically, 2 amethysts, and 2 magma creams. I do believe we've got... Well, we've got magma blocks anyway, so hopefully we can get these down into magma creams somehow. What do we do with these to get them into to magma blocks, magma creams? Oh, we mortar and pestle them down. Easy enough. Let's come along to this. Pick that up, put that in, whack it, put that back in. Done. Right, to get a lava, we need to do that. There we go. Brilliant. 1 over the fire. We've got our lava bucket now. We've got our ember stuff that we got from over in the Misty World. I've gone ahead and collected that. So the magma creams, 2 ember shards. We need a couple of amethyst as well. Now, I don't know, the other one, that one is definitely a luminous crafting table recipe. These ones, not entirely sure. So let's give this a try. You 2 there, you 2 there, that there. Shards on that side. Okay, no, it was just a normal crafting recipe. That's very good. Let's get the stuff we need then, and then get into the aether to make the Ember activator. Alright, let's grab our resonating wand out, and that should go ahead and do everything we need to do. We've got the molten core, we've got the iron plates, we've got the copper ingots, we've got the starlight now, certainly, and now we have our Ember activator. The 3 Ember receptors and 3 Ember emitters, which, oh my goodness, we're actually getting somewhere, guys, with this. This is great. So let's go back to the portal, let's go home and see what the next quest awaits for us. We're not going to do that in this episode, though. I think that we're going to go ahead and possibly set up the Ember thing in a separate episode. I really want to start work on making the island afresh and new, because it's starting to get a little bit busy. We want to get a permanent sort of mana setup going over there as well. There's a lot of things that we do want to do that's not necessarily in the quest. It's just going to make things a little bit easier for us going forward. So the next thing up there is the Meltdown quest. Working with ingots is fine for most purposes, but mountain folk devised a way to use the ember energy to melt down metals into a molten form and then recast it in different shapes. In some cases, such as plates, this allows for greater material efficiency. Basically, 1 ingot would it be 1 plate rather than it being 2, so we're using more stuff than we actually need. So to do this, then we need a melter, we need a stamper, we need a stamp base, and a bar stamp, which is basically an ingot stamp. Now the melter is a luminous crafting table recipe with another one of those molten cores in. We've got a piston for the first time, I think. Stamper requires the piston, as you can see. So input items and extract fluids from the top half, feed ember energy to the bottom half. That is the melter itself. The stamp base is with a couple of niobiums, cauldron, caminite bricks, nice and easy. Input items on and or fluids to be stamped. Place a bin underneath to catch outputs. Stamper setup. See moving ember for more information. For information on setting up an ember energy transfer for the stamper and the melter. I'm presuming moving ember would be okay. Is that a new quest, or it must be something different there? But you just click on it and find out. So that's how to set that up. I think that's the base in there. That's the stamper on the top. And Caminite blend. Raw flat stamp. Okay, that's nice and easy, actually. Then the stamps can be chiseled into different forms. And related chapters, moving ember energy. Brilliant. Well, we're not going to get involved with that just now. I think certainly... Let me know, guys, in the comment section if you know where to get... feathers. That's the basic thing that we're missing here is feathers. So if I find some, I will let you guys know. I'm presuming it's probably from the Aether. Let me have a quick wander around the Aether first, see if I can't find any chickens to slaughter and get their feathers. But basically, I think that's going to be coming towards the end of the episode here, guys. So let's see, can I make it? Ooh, it's just made it there. So we've got pigs. We've got these guys who will kill you, but I don't know if they actually drop. They do drop feathers. Okay, fantastic. We don't want to get near some. Whoa, we've got some sort of poison on us at the moment. Let's see if we can't eat this away. I'm going to be very, very careful now because we could end up off the side and we don't want that. But interesting that feathers do appear on here. It's just they don't for some reason. Oh my god. We've lost our helmet, guys, but we're okay. We're fine. Don't know what that is. Not going to get involved. We want to hide away from that thing that's trying to blast us off the side of the map. But feathers don't actually appear as mob drops for the Aether, which that's extremely disappointing, because it would have been nice to have known that we can get feathers this way. I had a sneaking suspicion, but anybody not playing the pack would never have known. But I don't know. Maybe we can find chickens. Oh, there's another one up there as well as there. Maybe it would be beneficial for somebody, for Phoenix Lodge, to put something in there saying to people how to get feathers, because otherwise, if you never knew about cockatrices, you wouldn't know that they could probably drop feathers. Okay, we've got the recipe in there. You can literally just right-click all of the different items in. You can see them all bobbling around there. Now, it's not going to make it just yet. That's because it requires mana to be able to do so, I do believe. And we need to then right-click it with the Wand of the Forest to start the recipe going. It will also need, to finish it off, a living rock being placed on the end. And when the sparks start flying, then you will need to right-click that with the... or you put the living rock on the top there, and I think you need to right-click it with the Wand of the Forest. If memory serves me correctly, it's not always done me proud as my memory, but we're going to wait until this finishes moving all of the different fuel that we've got here into this, so that we make sure that we've got enough fuel to be able to power making of this this air rune over here. Okay, I'm going to face it that way. You can see it's now filling with this. Let's see, is it going to get enough? Oh, it's giving mana out, and it seems like we've got enough actually. So let's go ahead and shove that on the top there. You can see it. It's got lightning effects. We right click it, and there is our very first rune of air, my friends. And that should be, if we go back here, we need that. We need the rock crystals. We need all this stuff here. This is the last thing that we're going to do in this episode. All the stuff is in hand to be able to craft this now. We've got the rune of air, we've got the marble all together, we've got the rune, all this sort of stuff. There we go. We've got the ability to craft it. And it's actually crafting it straight away this time. I had to make a chisel, so we'll add that to the little thing that we've got over here. But there we go. Another quest has been achieved. I think we can use this around here, and I can't remember exactly how. I think we do it with, we put like the crystals above the light wells or something like that, and it sort of gets it from inside the thing there. But as you can see, this serves two valuable purposes. Firstly, aquamarine and rock crystals can melt into liquid starlight, which will be needed going forwards. Furthermore, many of the liquid production processes you've done up to now can be performed more effectively with a light well. And that's basically all we needed to do for that one. So it has opened up another couple of quests, actually. We're not going to do that here. I'm going to go back home now, and we're going to go ahead and end this episode. Guys, if you've enjoyed this, and you guys seem to be enjoying this series, and I really do appreciate all the the likes and everything that you're doing for this series. It's been a while since a series has been well received on this channel, so I don't apologize. I thank you guys for your participation. I love that little heart. That's all. It's part of the bauble thing here. We've got the panic necklace, which basically allows me to run quicker when I get smacked. Thank you very much, guys. Again, if you've enjoyed this episode, please go ahead and leave a like. It'd be fantastic if you could. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, I've been the Tough Man as always. Stay safe.